Welcome to today's lesson. We're going to be doing what's essentially the 8th installment of my Rockabilly for the Complete Beginner course. Now, it's a great standalone lesson. Don't click away if you just want to have a crack at it and you haven't done all the other stuff. Just have a go. It's quite playable. That's the whole idea. But if you do struggle, go back and check out the whole series. The last lesson in particular really breaks down all the techniques that we use in this one, and I'll be talking about that through the lesson. So it's completely free if you want to grab the transcription. The whole series, all the transcriptions, even the sound slice video with the scrolling tabs and everything that you can slow down and manipulate, that's going to be completely free. So jump over to my Patreon. You can join on a free tier where the free stuff does come through, and you can also see what I'm posting on the other tiers in case you are interested in joining. Of course, if you are enjoying the series, and you want to contribute, you can do it by just joining a paid tier and contributing a little bit. I would really appreciate it. But of course, if you're enjoying my lessons, at least share them, leave a like, leave a comment, all helps. Thank you so much, and let's get to work. Okay, so the first bar of the song, I'm going to count it in nice and slow and play it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That was actually the first 2 bars. So nice and easy. We're just playing the first 2 strings open and in the key of E. Okay, that works completely awesome. In fact, in any key, let's say we're in the key of A. See these 2 notes at the top of that chord? That's all I'm doing there. It's really cool. So we just play those first 2 strings open at the top of an E chord, but we don't even need our fingers. This is lead guitar, so I guess we don't really need the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 2, and then on the 3 and the 4 of bar 2, 2nd fret and 3rd fret, okay? On the B string, 2nd fret, E string, 3rd fret. Give it a little push. You want to push this one a little harder than that one, or this will touch the 2nd string and block it. We don't want that. In fact, you want to push them evenly together. Just a nudge, okay? So bars 3 and 4, it's the same. And 3 and 4 and 1, 2, and just comes in a little earlier, that one, half a beat earlier, so it changes the vibe. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, nice and easy. What's next? We now transition to an A chord in the rhythm, okay? So we kind of want the lead to change. Now, I don't know why my camera has gone back to giving me issues with focus. It has not been doing this for a while. I've turned off the auto thing. It's got a mind of its own. Not sure why, but I hope that doesn't keep up. And I apologize if it does, and promise I'll fix it for other videos. So when we go to the A chord in the rhythm, or the 4 chord, very common in rockabilly and blues, we're doing what I mentioned before. We're playing the top part of that A chord. Just there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So I like to do that with an upstroke so my brain knows that's on the offbeat. 1, 2, and 3, 4. What is that I'm playing? It's the same thing I did back here, but up several frets. So we're doing that up at the 7 on the 2nd string and 8 on the 1st string. And just give them a little shove. Again, don't let the pinky touch the 2nd string. It'll block it all off. So that's it. That's not too challenging. That's bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Bar 7, we go back to the thing we did in the first couple of bars. Nice and easy. And that's 3, 4. Na, 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 na. So it's not until bar 9 we get something slightly different, which is this. We go a pentatonic scale, which I teach earlier in the course. So 3, 0, 3, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0. Alright, so that's bars 9 and 10. Okay, so, I mean, you can do all this down picking. You don't need to alternate your picking or anything. That's the good news. And it's just the E minor pentatonic scale. 3, 0, 3, 0. A little bend on the 2nd fret of the 3rd. Do 3 of those with a little nudge. Open 3rd string. And then in bar 11... Sorry, I can't read the numbers. I don't know if it's my eyesight or there's just too small above the bar. I have to almost count them. So we've got this lick. Okay, so again, this is an E minor blues scale. Okay, but we can also just think of it as a little bit of a chromaticism walking in to the B7 chord. Now, why I've done this, 0, 3, 0, 1, go to your 2nd finger, and then we want to get the B7 chord down, these fingers here. So I think that was like lesson 1 or 2 where I teach that B7 chord. So you'll probably be able to pick that up. The idea was that this is a great standalone lesson for someone who's come along. But if you are struggling, go back and do those lessons. They're really fun. You'll progress quickly through them, and you'll be back here in no time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it helps you assemble the chord. Then get the rest of the chord and strum. Right, now we are up to the second solo, or the second time through, which is a little bit more challenging. And what we get here is the pull-off technique that I talk about in lesson 7. So previously in this lesson, we've already seen double stops. We've seen the little double stop bending ideas. And now we're seeing the pull-off. So this is bar 13. And we pick the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And we pull our finger. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, that's the bar. So you just pick, you pick down, you don't need to pick again. Flick your finger off the string, just pull down slightly as you lift it. So pull that way, slightly as you lift. So you're just doing a little scoop. Okay, bar 13, we hit the O and we hammer. So 12 and 13. Now hammer. Okay, make sure when it comes down firmly. You don't have to rush it. It's not that. You just take your time. But when you put it down, bang. Okay, very direct. So I'll do that again. 12 and 13. Oh, sorry, 13 and 14, I should say. Now 14. Now 15. That's a little tricky, that. It's quite confusing. So it's with you pick the first note of the bar, and you lift it, you do a pull off, and you slap it back down. Then when you pick again, it'll be the open, and you slap the finger down and take it off. Then you pick again, as you press the 3rd fret, pull off, hammer down, and then pick and hammer and take it off. Okay, so think of it, if I do it a little quicker, it might be actually less confusing, believe it or not. So pick, 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 pick. And we want to think of it as 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't worry if you don't nail it. If you're playing along with the backing track, I will put the backing track on the free post for Patreon as well. Just have fun. Just smash away at those notes. Something will happen and it will be really cool. So that's bar 15, and in bar 16 we get... And this one, we want to practice it slowly by saying... so it's 3, 2, 0, as you can see on the tab. Because, again, if you don't have the transcription, go get it. It's free. 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0. Alright? 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0. So you just pull off. Okay? We don't need to pick again. You have that finger down already. Like that. Again, I cover these techniques in lesson 7. Same on the 2nd string. And then you just hit the first 2 strings. Alright, so now moving on to bar 17, we have the sliding technique. Again, all of these techniques covered in number 7, okay? I'll put the link below, of course, and it'll be in the playlist that this video will be part of. So we're sliding 3 to 5, this is bar 17, I'll play it first. 18. So we're doing this sort of, the 2-part slide. And then we're doing a quick slide. So we're doing the slide from 3 to 5 on the 2nd string, and then we hit the 1st string twice. We do it again, one more time. Then pick them all together and do an instant slide. Bang. Okay, and then we get this in bar 19 and 20. We get this sort of Scotty Moore style, Carl Perkins style. Here's the rub with these 2 bars. They don't have to be perfect. Get the chord. We want to hold the chord here. Okay, I think it might have been lesson 2 or 3 where I'd use this kind of rhythm. I teach this kind of loose rhythm technique. Okay, sort of like a rockabilly rhythm. Hold the chord. Our pinky's going to go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then we try and sort of pick out the strings individually. But if we hit extra strings, it doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And we can kill it at the end of that bar. So I'm actually, if I say the strings, I'm just holding the chord and I'm going 6, 1, 6, 2, 3. 6, 1, 6, 2. And we can just sort of relax our fingers and do a little hit there on our way to the double stops. Okay, so this is now getting to the B chord the second time around. In that last part, that was all over the A chord, so that was where the A chord came in. Hopefully you'll hear that in the recording. So this particular progression is 4 bars of E, 2 bars of A, 2 bars of E, B, A, E, B7. That's essentially what's been happening. Probably should have explained that earlier. I apologize. So after those 2 bars I just walked you through, we go up to this double stop here, and it's really easy. We just do 3 beats, 1 and 2 and 3, and on the 4, put your pinky down. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and in bar 22, I think that's bar 22. Yep, I'm going to upset the camera leaning forward. In bar 22, we're doing this. Okay, so that is down, up on the double stops on the 5s on the first 2 strings, and we bend the 7 on the 3rd string. So da da da, and then we go up, down again on those, and then you flick up on the 3rd string and bend it again. That's it. So up, down, up, bend. Okay, I may have shown you that wrong. Let me do that one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just like that, okay? And then we get this in the second last bar on the transcription. See that? Instead of trying to read the number from here, I just called it the second last bar. So we got 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, 1. And then we do the finish with the B7. But you don't need the 2. You could like that. So let me just tell you something. You can play this run 2 ways. You can do it as pull-offs. Let's do 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, hammer. Okay, pull-off, flick, hammer. You can just use your left hand for all of that if you like. Or you can pick it all. And then do our little B7 chord. You could just play the B7 the way you've practiced it. It's actually easier. Okay, chords in solos are good. It's a good thing. Okay, let me just play through that last 4 bars for you. 3, 4. Okay, if you're having trouble with that, jump over to the sound slice and just practice it super slow and break it right down 1 note at a time. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was something that it took me a little bit of thought to put it together because I didn't want it to be too complex, but I didn't want it to be too easy, and given that we've got options like slowing it down and stuff, it's hopefully something you can really build up. But if you are having any problems, leave a comment. I'll do the best I can to answer it. And yeah, thanks for all the support. I will see you guys in the next video.